have clicked on marking, you choose your tools. What I mean by tool is there are some annotations at the top corner of your screen. There is an X mark and there is a tick mark. So all you just need to do is just to drag and drop. So but when you choose your tool, how do you choose your tool? You place your cursor. If a student gets a particular question and you want to say, okay, this student gets this one, that means you mark it, right? As a teacher, you mark. So you just put your cursor on top of that marking sign, as in a tick sign, a tick annotation. Just put your cursor on it, drag it and drop it. You just drag and drop. So it will automatically show, okay, this student scored this. And then if the student did not get it and you want to put, okay, this student made this annotation that shows the X sign. So just drag the X sign and drop it. Like you place your cursor on that X sign on top of the right corner of your screen. Just put your cursor, drag and drop. Then it will indicate for us, okay, that this particular question, this student actually missed it. So then after you are done, you understand, then you scroll down to pick mark for the student. You understand? You scroll down to pick mark for the student. If it is 1, you want to give to the student, just scroll down, tick on 1. It will attach to the student's name. If it is 2 or 3, you want to give to the student, scroll down, tick on 2, click on 2. So after you finish awarding mark to a particular student, the question automatically changes to another candidate question. Then you do the same thing. You go through it, you drag and drop either your tick sign or the X sign, depending on whether the student gets it or fails it, and then you scroll down to pick numbers. If the student score 1, scroll down, click on 1. If it is 2, you want to give to the student, scroll down, click on 2, and then to attach to the student. So, but this is one thing I wanted to say here. They will ask you before you start marking, do you want to mark question by question or candidate by candidate? Please choose question by question, so that by the time you're done with a particular question, another candidate question will come. If you choose candidate by candidate, it means you will finish marking one candidate question before another candidate's paper will come. You finish marking one candidate's paper. If the candidate answer like 10 or 15 questions, you finish marking that 15 questions. You'll be on one student for how many days or so before another candidate question will come, and that will not be a good way of assessing whether you mark well or not. So it's good to pick question by question so that you can mark different candidate question, so that they will rate you. Oh, you mark this person, you mark another person, okay, you mark this way, you mark that way. They can rate you well based on different candidates, because different candidates will give different opinions for different questions. So, and once you are done marking, so as I was saying, after you are done marking, before you award your own mark or before you submit, always go to the top right corner of your screen and then shift your screen, drag your screen towards the left so that you can see the examiner's judgment for those questions that you already marked, because the examiner would have marked like 2 or 3 questions of the same question, the one that you want to mark. They would have marked 2 papers. So always go to the top right corner to check the examiner's judgment on that question and compare it with the one you've marked, compare with the mark you're giving to that particular student. You understand? Before you submit, if you're awarding too much of mark for that student, quickly adjust it. Or if you're awarding too little mark for that student, quickly adjust, because that is what they would use to test you, examine you, and that's it. What will determine whether they will invite you to come and mark or not. So you have to do it very well. You have to do due diligence to it. And then after you are done and you're submitting, another question will come. You understand? You do the same thing, mark, drag and drop, check the examiner's guide, then submit. Another one will come. That's how you do it like that. So until you are done with the whole question that they gave you to mark as a test. So afterwards, then you'll be praying to God, but they will give you reply maybe in like 2, 3 to 4 weeks. They'll give you reply, and they will tell you either you're successful or the other way around. I pray that you're successful in Jesus' name. So, but we have to do our own part, and then whatever you're doing, you have to put God first. You have to pray about it because it's a very big deal. This can be a life-changing opportunity for us. Do you understand? So after submitting, like I was saying, you have to pray about it. Put everything in God's hand, that God should just favor you, because this is a life-changing opportunity. It's a life-changing opportunity. I'm telling you the truth. If you get it at once, if you become examiner, you understand, it's going to change your life for better. You get what you'll be collecting will run into millions. For example, if they award just 200 marks for you in English, I think English per paper is £5 per paper, and they give you just 200. Just 200. Multiply 200 by 5. £1 is about 2,000, and they gave you one question for £5. That's 5,000 times 200. How many millions is that? And that is just for one section. Okay, let's say you mark standardization. For marking standardization, before the real marking, you do standardization marking. That one is just to discuss about what you want to mark, and they will pay you per hour. They pay you per hour. Before the real marking, they will still pay you in pounds. So some people, at the end of a whole marking, some people are making like 12 million. Some are making 7 million. So maybe they give them 600 script to mark. So it's a big deal. So you have to pray about it as you're submitting. Put everything in the hand of God, that God should just favor you. God should show you His mercy. You understand? And once you get it, there's automatic slots for you in the next batch. Automatic slot for you. They will always invite you. Once they invite you once, you're already in their database. I pray God will help all of us in Jesus' name. Bye.